Huskies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take a second about Arizona State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David,
turning it on! Made a defender miss. Once he got some room, it was over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Out of the shotgun on third down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the left side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Once you get in triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. Showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Rides the back and leaves it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. It's on target and complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Showing off the arm.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field.
There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right back to the well. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's a bot. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the Huskies looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single back. Got room to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Snagged out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Runs through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They ran it on first down, now on second. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wide open downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They just keep firing. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Unloads it left. Complete downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Under fire. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, that's another completion. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass. This time on target. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Reeves. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeves. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. The defense, they better check themselves.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass.
Looking for the end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he will roll so. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times.
There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game,
big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using the quick game.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea of this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To throw, it's Freeman. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on second down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contest.
Touchdown, Washington! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marino. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. The 20. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. He's got the back in the middle.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, it's 3rd and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go breaks into the open. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.